what's happening, man? RC the Trackaholic here, the Cide Show. We right here on HHNS, the only app you should have on your phone with the hip hop news source. You got a feed for news, you got a feed for music, you got a radio station. You got to get that joint, put it on your phone, go to your Apple Store, go to Google Play, download the app. HHNS, all right? Once again, this is the Cide Show. My name is RC the Trackaholic. To my right is my man, DJ Peg.
What's up, yo?
What's happening?
You already know, fam.
Look, we're going to get to know DJ Peg a little bit today. And I'm going to play you some music. I'm going to play you some of his music, play you some of my music. Once again, I want you guys to send me your music at rc@thecideshow.com. That's rc at THECIDESHOW.com.
I hope you went to school and got that.
Once again, in case you didn't.
Right.
RC at CIDESHO. I fucked it up.
I fucked you up, man. My bad.
That's all good. Once again, it's RC at THECIDESHOW.com. It's a tongue twister. Just write it down, tattoo it on your forehead backwards, look in the mirror.
There you go.
Send me your music. All right.
We having fun already, man.
Yeah, that's all good. So, Peg, man, tell me what's happening, man. How you feeling?
Man, I'm feeling good, man. I did a show last night.
Okay.
We wasn't supposed to.
Well.
COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah, but come to find out, they were at capacity. I just found that out.
Yeah.
And it was as a DJ, I had a blast. The energy was good. People was dancing. I got to play a lot of new stuff.
You were the only person with social distancing in the DJ booth?
Pretty much. And then, a few people had on masks, but listen, people are cooped up. They want to get out.
People just want to get out, man. You halfway can't blame them.
Right. And then owners need to get back to making money too, right?
True that.
I get it. You want to be safe, but people want to get out, and then owners need to make money. And just last night, it was just a great combination. Mm-hmm. I cannot tell you where it was at. Right. But people came through, had a good time. So I had a good time last night, bro. And I actually needed to, as a DJ, to play. Bro, I haven't really been in a club since the beginning of March.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
It's been a long time.
There's been some weddings here or there. You know what I'm saying?
It ain't the same vibe.
No. It's definitely not the same vibe. If somebody you get hired and you just rock a club for like 6 hours, you know what I'm saying, and everybody leave tired and sweaty. Like right. That's when you know you've done your job.
Right. And I got to play a lot of new songs that I didn't know was gonna hit or miss.
Right.
What I was surprised was the song by Migos, "Need It." Mm-hmm. Man, that had the crowd going, man.
You said it's called "Need It"?
"Need It" by Migos.
So is that off an album?
Yeah, it's off their new album.
What's it called?
I have no idea what the new album is.
I didn't know they had a new album out.
You know, I'm that. We're used to seeing records. If you look at the track listing, and nowadays you just get a single, and it's like, oh, okay, boom, and you play it.
Yeah, you just play it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's what we do as DJs. You know what I'm saying? Like
right.
we play new music. That's good to know. That new song by Migos.
Right, and then I played "Hypno" by T.I. too. That went well, man.
That's off his new album.
Yeah, he took the sample from Biggie. That boom, like "Hypnotize." That's why it's called "Hypno." Yeah. He slowed it down though.
Yeah, that's actually I forget the name of that band. Time keeps on slipping.
Right.
Yeah.
So that was I needed that, bro. And he showed up.
I did. I showed up at the end.
At the undisclosed location.
At the undisclosed because you sent me to knock out something else way across town so you could go do that joint. I was like, word, Peg. So you just gonna send me to do your dirty work somewhere else while you just kick it over here?
I did buy you a drink, man. I bought you a drink.
You know what? You had to.
Right.
He cut me off and was like, "You want a drink?" I was like, "Yeah."
You know what I'm saying? But no, it was, and also, man, it's good to just see people. You know what? Somebody was telling somebody the other day, and this just popped in my head. Like people, the DJs, the security, the bartenders, the owners, we're like our own little family. It's weird. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And we kind of understand each other's language.
It's the nightclub and bar industry.
Right. And so it was good to see like Fox security. Mm-hmm. It's good to see first lady bartending. It's good to see the owner. How you doing? And it's like a family. Like, oh, okay, we back now. You know, and the band's back together. You know what I mean?
Right. And just handling business, you know what I'm saying, until it's over with. I feel you.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So,
I feel you.
Yeah, so that's what happened. And to make a long story short, I DJ'd at a club I wasn't supposed to.
Oh, you done gave away half the staff. I think they know where it's at now.
Not. They don't know.
I was like,
I didn't give up no government names.
Okay. Anyway, this motherfucker.
Right.
All right. But yeah, man. So today, I just wanted to get you here. You know what I'm saying? Get you on this lovely red couch. So you can, pretty much just purge all the bullshit that makes up DJ Peg. You know what I'm saying? And some of the good stuff.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I plan on playing some music from some of the albums that you produced yourself.
Right.
Which also involved me, but we'll get into that. And really just talk about, who DJ Peg is. I'll tell you one thing, though. I really want to start out with the B-boy shit. Because when I met you, or when I didn't really meet you, but when I knew of you at school, you was a B-boy.
Right. So once again, that's two parts. It's two parts because I was influenced by two people.
Right.
So first was my brother John, who is 10 years older than me. So about, I say 1979, when I was about 9 years old, he introduced me to Michael Jackson. So that got me started in music, and then he was a DJ. He was cool as shit. You know what I'm saying? He was making money off actual mixtapes, actual cassettes. Back then, he was selling them for $20 back then, and he was selling out. So he was making money. He had girls, and I wanted to be like him. So he's a big influence on me. So that got me introduced into music. So
it's always the pussy,
ain't it? So he got me into music, and then Danny Molino, around 83 or 84, just got back from New York, Demo, and then he was a break dancer, graffiti artist, and that was me. I've always wanted to be a little different than everybody else. So when I did hip hop, it was just different from everybody else, right? And so from there, I started falling in love with being a b-boy. So, in this order, I became a DJ. And then from becoming a DJ, I became a graffiti artist. From becoming a graffiti artist, I became a breakdancer.
Right.
After a breakdancer, I became a rapper.
Okay.
In that order.
You covered all the hip hop elements.
That's all the elements in like 3 months too. That wasn't like years. It was like, okay, I'm DJing now. Oh, okay, I'm doing graffiti now. So, and I fell in love with the culture because I felt it spoke to me.
Hey man, shout out to all the original B-boys and B-girls, who just pretty much latched on to the culture and just jumped in and just became what they was gonna be. You know what I'm saying?
Because one thing about back then, we didn't know it was gonna be what it is now. We had no clue.
Real talk.
Yeah.
It was brand new. It was something to be into, but it was definitely a movement. It was a culture.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's how that happened. Can I continue on with the?
Yeah, man. Okay. It's all you.
All right. So then after that. Once I figured out what I wanted to do, I formed a group with Ro. You know Ro. So me and Ro formed a group, and then from there, and it was just Ro and Peg. It was no group name. We just
no.
Peg and Ro and Peg. That was it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then from there, we formed a group. I was the DJ. He was the rapper.
Okay.
Ro had to take a vacation for about 3 years.
That was a long vacation.
Long vacation. So when he took his vacation, I ended up playing the role of the rapper and the DJ because we had a record deal at the time. So that was 81, 82. We had a record deal on the table. And so in order for us to keep up the record deal, I started writing rhymes. And then I put out the song. And then I got hooked up with Robert Gant, who is my manager. And then from there, I had to take a vacation.
Now, somewhere before that vacation, though, didn't you sign a contract?
Yeah, I signed a record deal.
So
I'm not gonna say the record label.
How's that going right now?
I still own. I own records, not money. I own records. Hey. So I'm gonna get into that.
Hey, make sure you look at your contract. If it says in perpetuity or in the universe,
I didn't give a shit.
Go get a lawyer.
I didn't care.
You gonna be on that contract?
But you know what? Speaking of, I made music that I wanted to make because I was never trying to. Rapping was not my passion.
Mm-hmm.
That was Rose's passion, right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So I was making music to have fun.
Right.
I never looked for a contract, and I think that's the reason why it was so good back then.
I mean,
I didn't care.
Clearly, somebody thought you was dope.
Yeah, I mean, a few people thought I was dope.
Yeah, exactly.
But it was just one of those things like, I'm not trying to be cocky. When you got money and you're not relying on, you're not motivated by money to be a rapper, you're just doing it because, man, fuck, let's just go to the studio and make some shit.
So it came easier to you.
Right. I was literally having fun.
Yeah.
You know, it's a little bit easier when you're having fun and you're just, I want to make this specific song so it could get played on the radio. I didn't care. You know what I mean? So from there, I ended up taking a vacation.
Mm-hmm.
So when I got home from my vacation, you know, I looked at my record contract and they wanted 3 albums with at least 15 songs apiece.
Right.
Right? So I was like, okay, 15 songs, 3 albums, 3 times 15 is 45 songs. Yeah, I'm cool, and never made an album.
Yeah, no, because I think you made. Well, you used my studio. You made about 10 songs, I think, or
5.
something like that. 5. Was that only 5 songs?
I made 5 songs and said, nah, this is not what I wanted to do.
Right.
Because it wasn't, you know, like sometimes when you're younger, you got to know what your passion is.
Sure.
I loved hip hop. I wanted to be part of the culture, and rapping was not what I wanted to do. But eventually, I found my niche in the DJ.
Right.
And that stuck. And that was cool. But I just want to give people a little bit of my background.
Definitely.
Because some people felt I came out of nowhere.
Right. I mean, but and that, you know, because
Well,
that,
go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Well, because from what, and I figured this out the other day. So from 1995 to about 2004, I just took a hiatus. You know what I'm saying? You know, I was doing my own thing. You know, I got, you know, family and things like that. And I didn't get back into rap or to the DJ scene till like 2004.
Okay.
And so a lot of people that didn't know me felt I came out of nowhere. Like,
Right.
who's this dude? But people that knew me like DV1, D-Docs, Razor, they knew I've been DJing since 85.
Right, right.
You know what I'm saying? And then I just kind of took it by storm. I met up with Flip. Flip had me at this club called Superstar.
Superstar, yeah.
So he had me at
Columbia
Superstar.
City.
Yep.
Yeah.
So Flip had me at Superstar. I was there. From there, Dominique Davis
My cousin.
put me on he hooked me up with G Prez.
All right.
Had me at Vito's.
All right.
So when I got to Vito's, I met up with Lovesick. Lovesick took me under his wing because I wasn't a club DJ at first. I was a mixtape battle DJ.
Yeah.
I wasn't a club DJ.
Right.
Met up with Lovesick. He took me under his wing, and the rest is history.
Nice.
You know what I mean? And then that's how it worked out. So that's a quick bio of DJ.
Quick. At least the first part.
Right.
At least the
We'll talk about my underground wrestling shit later. You
Here
know what I
we
mean?
go. God damn it. So, underground wrestling.
I'm doing it, man. With the little mask and shit, I'm about to be on, bro.
They're gonna call you.
I already got
What's your
my
wrestling
name.
name? Can't breathe.
Nah, man. Black Sparkle, nigga.
Black Sparkle.
Yeah.
I almost passed out. Black Sparkle. That's terrible. I mean, that's dope, but it's terrible. So
That's why I've been losing weight, working out.
Hey
man.
man, you messed me up with that one. So one thing, another thing about you is like, you know, I mean, you've been a DJ. You say, well, you've been heavy in it since 2004.
Right.
And like I've known you for a while. I mean, I remember like sometimes you would have a blog or something. You would like interview me or something. Or you'd always have like this passion for like local culture, the local artists, the local music, in one way or another while you were DJing.
Right.
So now you come up with Fresh Out the Northwest.
Right. Exactly.
Right. And so this is a mixtape series. You're on volume 7.
Right.
And you're taking mostly Northwest artists, and you're DJ mixing them, and you're making mixtapes.
Right, exactly. So the reason why that came about, because I've always wanted to be like Nasty Ness.
Yeah.
If you're from Seattle, Nasty Ness, late 80s, early 90s, used to have a radio show on K-Fox, and he would always put out local people and interview local people, trying to get them out there.
Definitely.
And then from there, I found out who Sway was. So a lot of people don't know Sway used to be a radio host back in the day.
They had the Wake Up Show, right?
Right, him and King Tech.
Tech.
Yeah,
The
Sway Tech Show.
Yeah.
And same thing, they would put out a lot of local people. Because what people
they were in the Bay.
They're in the Bay.
Right.
And then I got a hold of a Stretch and Bobbito tape. And then Stretch and Bobbito were the same thing. They're just people that would interview artists. Now, here's the thing. We talked about this earlier, but I never made a connection. Stretch and Bobbito put on, wow, you got to see the documentary. It's crazy. Jay-Z, Das Effects.
Yep.
I mean, the Wu-Tang Clan.
Yeah, the whole Wu-Tang came in there.
Even the guys from the Bay, Hieroglyphics. All those guys were local rappers. I just made that connection.
Right, and then some of them either they traveled to go there, or since they were in town, they would stop by that show.
Right.
And wind up rapping on the mic and interviewing all kind of stuff.
And all those guys used to be local rappers from New York, and none of those guys were signed. Nas, I can go on and on and on. But what happened was record execs used to listen to their show to be like, who's hot?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So that's the space I'm trying to build. I'm trying to build a platform.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Right.
Okay.
They're all local. They
Right.
weren't signed in, right? And so that's what I'm trying to do, create a space where, people can hear you, people can find out where you are, and that's what I'm building on. And so the reason why I did that, because I've always wanted to be that type of person. You know what I'm saying? But I also want to carve out my own style, my own thing.
Right.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
So that's your platform.
That's my platform.
Yeah.
So
Where can you find a Fresh Out the Northwest mixtape?
it's on DJPeg206.net. That's the hub, and from there it'll send you to wherever you need to go. But that's where you find the music at.
Right.
And the mixtapes are on the website. The website's real easy to follow. So and so that's where it's at. So once again, DJPeg206.net.
And let me tell you guys, man, it's dope. Not only is it dope music, it's a dope mix. You know what I'm saying? Where else can you go and get a whole mixtape of Northwest artists? You know what I'm saying? In one spot. You know what I'm saying? Let alone we're all the way up to 7.
7.
And same with this platform. That's why we're doing this kind of stuff. And there's other people out here who are trying their best to support the movement.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Because one thing about Seattle, and I found this out, Seattle is different. Like, people here want to find what everybody else don't have.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's literally what Seattle is.
Like,
what everybody else don't have.
Like a prime example is Waka Flocka was huge at the time, and Nipsey Hussle was just coming up, right? So I go to Waka Flocka's show, 300 people show up. I go to Nipsey's. This is when Nipsey wasn't big. This was 8 years ago, right? 8 years ago, and he sold out. 500 people came to see Nipsey. That's kind of the best way to describe Seattle. We kind of go for the underground guy.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so that's what I'm just trying to do, just trying to build something and create something. And then I have a vision for it. I want to get bigger. I want to get to the point where, I'm going to start doing, local festivals, you know what I'm saying, where, you got 2,000 people and they're just there. I'm trying to build like-minded people, people that just want to know the local scene. And, and I'm about to put the work in to make it happen. You know what I mean?
And as all of us should, you know what I'm saying, as DJs and everything else.
Another thing, too, I'm not going to say the name, but I actually auditioned to be on a radio station.
Okay.
And the lady there said I wasn't good enough to be on a radio station because I stutter when I talk, or I do a little skip when I talk.
So she didn't like your mic tactics.
Right, exactly. But she's the one that said, hey, won't you just concentrate on local artists? The reason why we even contacted you is because other artists was telling her, hey, you guys should get pegged for this show.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I think Supreme ended up getting the show. I think he just announced it.
Yeah, I think he did too.
Yeah. So I auditioned for that same spot.
Because he had actually posted out he was playing some local music.
Right, exactly. So and so that's what happened. But she gave me great advice, and I took that advice, and it's been working out. The downloads are getting better. You know what I'm saying? And I wish people would send me more music because I actually have to hunt and find people's music. But we'll get it together, man. Nothing comes easy.
Right.
You know what I mean? So good question, though, man. I appreciate that.
Yeah. So I'll tell you what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna get into a little mini mix of we're playing it safe at the moment so we don't get flagged. So it's gonna be stuff that I know for a fact that I registered.
Right.
So I'm gonna do a little mini mix for you, and then we're gonna get back to DJ Peg once again. This is the Cide Show, HHNS. Man, tune in on your phone. Download that app. Let's go. Always do that. Come on, guys.
Approach on this one.
Bumble. Yeah. Ice Cream Candy by Squeak Nutty Buff featuring Sugar Free. Straight from Pomona.
That's dope. I like that one, bro.
Your boy on the beat, you know. That's how we get down. Once again, this is Cide Show. RC the Trackaholic in the building. DJ Peg up in the building.
What's up? What's up?
We right here on HHNS. Go get that app. Cause we exclusive. You hear me?
There you go.
So Peg,
Uh-huh.
how's it going, man? What's the deal?
I'm good, bro. It's good. No, I like that mix, man. I be forgetting, man, some of the tracks you had, man. That's dope, bro.
Man, like I said, I just decided to play it safe today because we gotta figure out what could be flagged.
Yeah. These copyright
Hey,
infringements,
it's like
they're
a
not
minefield
joking.
trying to DJ out here.
Bro. It's no joke with these
You know what I'm
copyright
saying? Like
infringements.
it's funny because like you be trying to figure out. You be like, okay, how does D Nice and Jazzy Jeff DJ online for
Well, you already know.
for an hour and a half, and
Right.
we can't get past 10 minutes where we get kicked
Listen,
the hell off of there.
It took me 3 hours to do this mix for YouTube because, you know, once you do the mix, you got to make it into a video.
Right.
You got to render it.
Oh my goodness!
I put it up 30 seconds. Nope.
Yeah.
I seen all the copyright infringements. You got to fight each and every. I was like, yeah, okay. Well,
know?
that was a 3-hour experiment gone wrong. So,
Well, I mean, at least I gave you the information. Now you gotta go back and fight. You gotta fight for your local artists.
no, local artists I have no problems with.
Oh, okay.
No,
it was
you remember I sent you the
right.
picture?
Yeah, it's the established cast. So
Yeah,
that's
you
the
know what I'm saying? Yeah, they're not. Jeezy want all his money now.
Hey, play my shit on you.
You know, he need that lobster and steak money, not that, cheeseburger money. You feel me?
Hilarious.
So, yeah.
So look, I wanted to get into you as a record producer. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? You surprised the hell out of me. He's like, man, I want to make some records. I'm like, Peg, are you sure you want to do that shit?
Yeah, I overthought that.
and of course you tapped me first.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we did first round draft picks, and then you also had
6 new bricks.
you had 6 new bricks was second,
Right.
and then the last one you just did was the Hella Fresh EP,
Yeah.
which was also a benefit for cancer.
Right. Raise money.
So
for cancer.
let's get into first round draft picks first.
Okay, so you already know, so I'm telling him, you already know the story.
Mm-hmm.
So me and RC was going to do this mixtape. Well, it was an album, actually,
Right.
called The Negro Leagues.
I can't believe the Negro.
This is what happens when you're at happy hour at the Contour and you had too many
NAACP
drinks.
all over us and shit.
You know, like 5 o'clock in the afternoon, we're drunk. Let's come up with this fucking idea. No, but what happened was, so we was gonna do this album, but at the time, Ludacris, I can't think of the album that he did. It had something to do with a theater. I remember he's in a theater. That's all I can't.
That wasn't Chicken and Beer. No, that wasn't Chicken and Beer.
No, it was one. He's in a theater. I could see the cover.
Uh-huh.
It's like him at a theater. And he's in different spots.
Okay.
But anyway, Ludacris did this album, but before he dropped an album, he did an EP to keep himself relevant.
Right.
I thought that was dope. So that was my idea that we had. So we was like, let's do this Negro Leagues. And I said, well, before we put out the album, let's do an EP and make it into a mixtape. And so what we did is we took all the young rappers in Seattle, I think ages 23 and below. So all the young rappers, and then we said we'll call it first round draft picks because they're young rappers. And, first round draft pick, these are the next guys coming up.
Right.
And so that was a project that we did together. And it didn't take off, but then it took off. You know what I mean? Like when we first put it out, we got crickets. And then like 5, 6 months later, it took off. It had great write-ups. It was in the Seattle Times. Andrew Matson wrote about it.
Right.
It was in The Stranger.
True.
Jason Mizell wrote about it. And then after that, I got the bug. I was like, okay, I could do this. You know what I mean?
Right.
So then the second one, Chris Newbill from Newbill Entertainment, he believed in me. So he helped me put together 6 new bricks.
Now, he supplied a budget this time.
Yeah, a budget.
Like a real budget.
Real budget.
Right.
Okay.
Bowling.
Right. So we did 6 new bricks. And so that was Funk Daddy did 5 tracks. You did 1.
Yep.
And man, I was
Shout out Lady Scribe.
Lady
She
Scribe.
was on that one. I forget.
Oh
the
man,
guy's
Lady
name.
Scribe, Ambush, B
Yeah.
Cole, Bo Almighty. I can't remember everybody that's on that one.
Right.
Man. Oh,
hey, you know
Walker.
what? Don't tell them all. Go get it.
Okay, go get it.
6 new hashtag 6 new bricks. Go
And
get it.
it'll pop right up.
Real talk.
So, so that was the second one I produced. Once again, about 3-4 months, and then it picked up speed, and then I was like, okay, cool. So then the third one I did with you, which was the Hella Fresh EP. It was to raise money for cancer.
Right.
So people don't know. Every year I always do a big event. This is the only year I haven't.
Right.
Because of COVID,
course, yeah.
So every year I do, it might be a comedy show, whatever I do to try to raise money for cancer. So I thought it'd be a good idea, instead of asking people for money, instead of doing a GoFundMe, I said, I'll make this project, you can buy it, and then I give you something in return. You give me money, I give you some great music.
Sure.
That was my trade-off.
Yeah.
And so you helped me on that project, thank you. I thought, personally, that was my best project to date, right?
There was much more, outside feedback. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of good advice
Right.
from some industry people.
Right.
And then another thing that we tried out, which worked fantastically, was you were actually shooting the artist industry beats, and
Right.
then we were taking the industry beats off, and then
And
you were giving me the acapellas, and I was building
Around their
over
cadence.
the acapellas,
Right.
Which to me was like, I mean, it was like, I guess the word is liberating. That's like
Right.
some old, I'm burning my bra or some shit.
Right.
But it was cool because I've always been the kind of producer. It's like, okay, what's your hook? You know what I'm saying? And I start building that. So, okay, what's the verse? And I start doing my drops and everything.
Right.
And so if I get an acapella, it's the same thing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I built around it. So that turned out to be dope.
Yeah, and then like I said, so we did that one, and I thought that was my best one to date. That one took off the latest. Now, of course, we're dealing with social media. I don't know, I know how to make music, and I know how to produce music, but now you're on the opposite side of that, where you're trying to get it out. You want the masses to like it.
Right.
And so that one took off the slowest. It literally took like 2.5 years, and then when it took off in Germany. I don't know why. I cannot tell you why it took off in Germany, but it was huge in Germany, right?
I know. Don't you wish you could just call like one person who bought it and say, "Why you like this shit?" So much?" Just like one of them.
Right. So it took off in Germany. Most of the sales for that one is in Germany. So, but regardless, I didn't do it to make a lot of money. I know that I do stuff because I have a passion for it.
Sure.
And I always want to try something at least once.
Right.
I can say, hey, you know what? I did it. And now I know.
And
So
you got an education out of it. You didn't even know how to make records before.
Right. So now when I do something, so I'm working on a single. I don't know if I'm gonna do another one yet. I'm still, you already know, bro. I got a lot on my plate. I got to, handle this, and then I get to that. So I'm working on a single, and this time I'm gonna put a budget behind it, and I'm gonna have somebody else push it for me. Like I told you before, Barry Gordy, who is with the president or the founder of Motown Records.
Yes.
He says, pay somebody to do something until you learn how to do it.
Yeah.
So until I learn how to do it, I'm just gonna have a bigger budget and make it happen. And and if it doesn't sell anything, and I get a few people to say I like it, I'm cool with that.
I mean, man, that's a record business, man.
Right.
That's making records. That's how it goes.
Right. You know what I mean?
But I mean, here you are. You're out here 3 albums deep. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
There's people who actually rap and make music and they put out no album.
I know, and I'm trying to work on those guys too, man. I am. There's a few artists out here that I really want to say, hey, man, quit using these YouTube beats.
Right.
Put an actual budget. If you don't do nothing but get a single,
Yeah.
just buy a single. Get it mixed, mastered, get your BMI, get your ASCAP, and put out some music. because you never know.
Yeah, you never know, but you got to put it out there. You know what I'm saying? Bathroom demos. I mean, I guess sometimes they do get you signed, but with the big ocean of social media,
Right.
you just got to put your little tiny boat in there and start paddling.
Yeah, just like
That's just how it is.
so just for example, there's a movie, Project Power with Jamie Foxx is in it, right? There's a group called Gold Link, and they did a song called Maniac. It hit the movie, but it's like a pivotal part in the movie, right?
Right.
Record sales shot through the roof.
Yeah, because I mean, you be watching a movie. How many times have you Shazammed a song that was
All
in
the
movie?
time. All the time.
And so but you have to get your song in the movie for that to happen.
Right.
Yeah.
And then it shot through the roof, and that song hit the charts, was like the top 20, which people don't realize. If you're in the top 20, you're doing something. It was in the top 20 for 2 weeks just because they had their song placed in a movie. And so I tell people, man, put your music out, get your BMI, because you never know. Sometimes when people make movies, they want to play something that nobody else heard, depending on the movie that it is, right? So they'll go, it's like, oh man, this would go great with this scene right here. Let's throw it in. Or even a commercial. You know, there was a commercial one time for iPhone, do snowboarding. I thought it was a trap song. Come to find out, it was a pop song.
Right.
And I was like, that shit. And so that's why I try to tell artists, man, just you never know what can happen. Put out music.
You got to put it out.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, speaking of putting out music, speaking about records and breaking records, let's also get into HelloFresh DJs.
Okay.
Which I'm proud to be a part of.
Yep.
You are clearly the founder with the HelloFresh brand.
Right.
And I mean, explain to people who see it from afar and not sure what it is.
Okay, so HelloFresh DJs, first of all, we were all friends. So I kind of want to get that out the way. There's no initiation. Nobody had to come in, do an audition.
You know,
right? We were all friends.
You didn't have to crush a banana in the
Right.
toilet.
No. We were all friends. So it's me, you, RC the Trackaholic,
Right.
Funk Daddy, Love Sick,
Shit.
DJ Wee, Mouse Wayne, and DJ Savvy. And so what people don't know, before we even formed the group, we was already shooting each other gigs. We was already,
Covering for each other.
Covering for each other. And so we came together, and the reason why we came together is because I was like, well, we already do this anyway. Let's just put a name behind it.
Right.
And what we just try to do is, if you need a gig, we can handle that. And if you got multiple gigs, we can handle that.
Sure.
So we got, there's been 5 of us DJing on the same night.
Same night, same day.
Same day.
Yeah.
And then we also help each other out.
Right.
We cover for each other. And we just came together as a crew. And then the cool thing about it is we're friends.
Right.
We would have probably did this just without a name behind it. You know what I mean?
Sure.
And so in the bigger picture of it all is, we just want to be able to just, if you need a DJ to come rock your place, you could come holler at us and we'll handle it for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, at least one of them. I mean, like, and even like the events that we've done. I mean, like the one event we did over at the Central Avenue Pub. Where,
Yes.
we all did sets, and all of our individual fans came out.
Right.
And to be honest, we made a shitload of money.
Yeah, more money than what I thought we was gonna make. But that brings up a point, because I think Savvy was the only one that didn't show up.
Right. But he had a gig.
He had a gig.
Yeah.
So what happened is, now think about it this way: if you're a club owner, you got 6 DJs that's about to come to your spot. If each of us only got 10 people coming to see us, right?
That's 60 people.
That's
buying
60
drinks
people
at your bar.
Right.
Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah.
So that's another.
And it was much more
I didn't
than
even
that.
think about it till you put it that way, but that happens. And then also, when we did the Facebook Live,
Right,
that
we did the
really made me.
takeover.
That
So,
really made me realize what kind of
we
movement
held,
it
we
is.
held Facebook hostage for about 5 hours.
5
with,
hours.
with 5-6 different DJs.
Right.
And people sat there all night because it was COVID.
Yep.
And nobody was going out, and they sat there and watched us all night, from page to page to page to DJ.
Right.
And then and then we had the outside skate park.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Outside in a park basketball court.
Right. And the parks are
turned
closed,
into
by
a
the way.
roller rink for what, about 3 hours?
3 hours.
Yeah.
And here goes the cool thing about that one. The parks were closed, and technically we're not supposed to be out there with amplified noise. I'm going to be 100.
Right.
But we did something for the kids. It was for the kids and just people to come and have a good time.
Right.
The police came through and didn't even bother us.
Right. And then they were just like, man, let's keep everybody happy, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We
Don't play no cuss. We didn't play no cuss words.
We played all old school music. We had Manice Eats out there,
Right.
and they was selling good food, and that was a great night. But that's the kind of stuff we can accomplish with
Right.
HelloFresh DJs. That's why I think it's dope.
And what I do want to get into with this movement that we have with the HelloFresh DJs, I kind of want to get back to having the kids doing stuff too, man.
Sure.
That was a great look. But I like once we get over this COVID and we get the summertime, man, we'll just throw an event, have the kids come out, have a good time, because I think we need to get back to that too.
Definitely, yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And I'm not bragging when I say this. We didn't make no money off of that, by the way.
Yeah, we didn't.
We didn't make no money.
Yeah, but
We had a good time.
we had a very good time, and,
Right.
and the people who came to participate had a good time.
Yeah, because the next day I was getting hella comments like, when you guys gonna do it again? Man, we missed it. We should have been there, and then we was gonna do it again.
until
Until
that
the
big
smoke
cloud of smoke came from California and
killed
everybody
us.
everybody had to be inside because of COVID and smoke.
Right.
So we had to cancel that one.
Right. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm glad I put that together, man. And now, like I was telling you earlier, man, now I'm kind of looking for some young DJs to come and take over and
Sure.
and keep it going.
Yeah, because we need them because basically we're older and we don't even fuck with most of that music. We don't even like it. No, I'm just playing.
No, he ain't lying.
We for the most part, but it's our job to keep up with the new music. But it's like when we were young,
Right.
we knew any and every single new thing that came out.
Right.
But we're just not. We're not plugged in like that.
Right,
We
right.
need a couple young DJs on the team who's just like knee deep in that stuff,
Right.
and can throw a party like that. You know what I'm saying? Because for them, with a conglomerate behind them,
Right.
they can't lose.
And you're gonna make money.
So,
By the way,
any-
you're not
any
doing this
young
for free.
DJs, send some demos. send
Right,
some
you know what I'm
mixtapes.
saying? And I always want to tell people, because sometimes money's a motivator, you're going to make money.
Yeah, definitely. Money's not a problem.
Yeah,
You know.
you know what I'm saying? And so, but no, that was a great question too, bro. You know what I mean? So,
Well, look, man. Clearly a man of many facets. You know what I'm saying?
Too many.
Literally started from the bottom.
True.
You know what I'm saying? What I'd like to do is play some of the music from the albums that you put out.
Appreciate
you know
that,
what I'm
man.
saying? And
Yeah.
do a little mini mix with that.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do that right now, and we'll be right back at you. Once again, this is the Cide Show. RC the Trackaholic, DJ Peg in the building. You know
Yep.
what I'm saying? HHNS app. Go get that joint. Download it onto your. Yeah, once again, RC the Trackaholic. This is the Cide Show right here at HHNS. That was Peter Tosh.
Peter Tosh, man.
That's the song that we.
I did. I
you
fucked
sent on
that
the
up.
wrong beat.
I sent to the wrong
Tell
beat.
the story.
All right, so we put a deadline on ourselves because we're ignorant. Like, we didn't have to give ourselves a deadline, but we gave ourselves a deadline that had us done. And so 2 days before, I asked Peter Tosh to be on the project. So I sent him a beat, but it was the wrong beat. Right?
That's
Yeah. So I had to send him that beat, and he wrote it, produced it, and sent it back, I think, within like 12 hours. And so, which is a damn good song. I think it's one of the best songs off the project.
Right.
And so, shout out to Peter Tosh for doing that, man. That was on me, though.
Well,
You know,
shit, yeah, shout out to Peter Tosh. Man, I think we're going to wrap this joint up, man. I appreciate you coming, DJ Peg, man.
I appreciate you having me, bro.
You probably been through more than these people will ever know, but we got it done.
Yeah, they don't need to know.
We got it done.
Only thing you guys need to know, Black Sparkle will be at your underground wrestling real soon.
What the fuck? Black Spark.
That's what I've been working out for, man. Since
Word.
COVID, I gotta do something else to get some extra money.
Look, man. Look.
I'm gonna be in the 5'10" and under weight group. So
Oh my God. Yeah, hella shit just flashed in my head, but I'm not gonna say nothing. Look, hey man, once again, man, thank you for coming on, man.
No, I appreciate you, bro.
Man, I've been RC the Trackaholic. This has been DJ Peg. This is the Cide Show. Make sure you send me your music, right? RC at thecideshow.com. This is the maiden voice, so I'm gonna get it right. RC at thecideshow.com. Just that simple. Email me. Hopefully, and very soon we'll have an address where you can send all your merch. I'll wear the hat. I'll wear the shirt. I'll wear the mask or whatever you got going on.
Yep.
You know, just to support. We're here to support.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
one other thing before you sign off, man. I
Yeah.
appreciate you putting this together, bro.
Yeah, real talk.
You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate you appreciating me.
We need more people to get out here, man, and really represent other artists
Real
and try
talk.
to build a platform. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? So yeah,
That's what it's about, you know. And so, you know, somebody gotta do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You doing it, I'm
Yep.
doing it. You know what I'm saying? There's other cats out here doing it.
right. Rob
and,
Ross is one.
Rob Ross. Shout out to Easeway Radio. They
You know what I'm
doing
saying?
it.
Lady Scribe.
Ladies cry. Yes, definitely. You know what I'm saying?
So
So we're all here to support the movement. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? Get the music out there, play the music, get to know the artists and things like that. There'll be more guests out here on the show.
Right.
So like I said, we gonna get up out. It's
yeah,
been a
Seahawks
Stone
playing in
Groove.
about an hour, man.
Oh, Seahawks, that's right. Yeah,
Yep.
go Hawks. It's been a Stone Groove. You are the most righteous, and we out. The Cide Show.
Peace.